Everybody, welcome to another edition of Box Seats. This is the show where we talk about sports with comedians, and boy, do we have a lot to talk about. So let's jump in and let's get some of the comedians in, and let's get up. The first one is a good friend of mine. He's been in television, he's been in films, he's hosted all across the country. This man is not like he's no stranger to the spotlight. You know, this is what he does, comedies, and he's been in for almost 30 plus years. My man, Mr. Rodney Perry. Rodney, how you doing, sir? How's everything, bro?
Great day, Frank Holder, man. Just got back home from Arlington, Texas, and glad to be on Box Seats today.
I appreciate you, Rodney, for being here. But as we wait for the other guys to jump in, first of all, tell us about that weekend of yours before we dive into the craziness that happened over the weekend. How was the
Man,
show?
such a great weekend. My feature act, Mr. Reggie Jr., and a young man named Lamar, fabulous comedians, man. Shucky Ducky came out, Tony Tone came out. You know, one of the dope things about being a comedian, Frank, is when your peers come out to see you, man, because they don't have to, you know. And so
Right.
I love that. That makes my day when I see my peers, man. And I got to talk to Shucky Ducky, you know, about comedy, you know, and I found out some stuff. I found out he created Shucky Ducky Quack before he ever became a comedian.
Wow, that's one of them things that you just don't know. I didn't know that, and I've been
He
known
created
Chuck.
he
I know.
created it. He created the catchphrase before he became a comedian at all. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know that, and I haven't spoken to him in years. I spoke to him. Yeah,
And Chris Rock almost ended his career. Chris Rock almost ended his career when he roasted him,
you gotta tell me that.
on his big special.
You gotta tell me that. Well, how? How?
So Chris Rock did a bit. He said Chucky Ducky needs some jokey wokies, and he was really making the transition. And so Chucky did Def Jam, and Chris was the host.
Mm,
And I guess Chris just didn't think he was funny. And you know, by him roasting Chucky, that ended up really almost really derailing his whole career.
sounds like another show we got to talk about this on, not on box seats, because that's real. I want to dive into that, man. I want to find out
Oh,
about
for
that. I'll
sure.
call you after that. Yeah. So let
Oh,
as we wait for the
you got to
people to,
talk to him, man. What a great guy.
yeah, we got to talk about that. I know you heard about the obviously the trade, the Luka Doncic trade for Anthony Davis, and the Lakers and everything else. You and I had a quick chat about it over the weekend, and you're hilarious, by the way. I just want you to know, I think you're very funny. With some of the things that you be pointing out. um, what was your instant reaction, Rodney Perry, when you heard about the huge trade about Anthony Davis going to the Dallas Mavericks and Luka Doncic going to Los Angeles Lakers? What was your huge the first thing that hit you?
I don't know. My knee jerk reaction was that that's a great look for Dallas, you know, and I was trying to figure out what was wrong with Luca, and they cost Luca like over $100 million in this whole situation because he was going to get that exception that big jump in pay like at
Right.
the end of this season. So I feel like the man just lost a lot of money, and at the same time, I think he's got an opportunity to work with LeBron James and really find himself as a player even more so. You know, I think it's a good look for Luca, and Anthony Davis. His defensive prowess is going to really shine in Dallas. So it's not a bad idea across the board.
Before we dive into this deeply, my first instant reaction was how pissed off would the Dallas Mavericks have to be at you for you to ship you out? And then I started thinking about his age. I started thinking about him drinking all the time, coming in overweight and everything else. Like they gave him away and they could have got a lot more for him. But that's the first thing I thought of. Then I was thinking, and I talked to my wife about this and I was going back and forth. I was like, what, I threw some things to her and she said, people tend to forget how immature 25 really is. You know what I mean? And I started thinking about that a lot. I was like, on the basketball court, we see him as dealing with men and playing ball with men and thinking that, he's a man like us and everything. We tend to forget that behind the scenes, they probably got sick and tired of, dude, stop coming in here overweight. You come to practice on time. You come in overweight again. You're not playing defense. Just all the things that the coaching and the management must have been really mad at him for them to give him. And then Rodney, this like you mentioned, they screwed him too. They didn't just give him away; they screwed him because he was due for that supermax of $345 million, and they gave him away, and then they didn't even tell him about it. So that's the first thing I thought in my mind. I mean, does any of that
I
hit
mean, of course, I thought the same thing, Frank. But at the same time, what type of petty organization? What type? I mean, the dude is still averaging 34. He still took you to the finals. I mean, he's still at 25, a young man. And you would trade him for Anthony Davis who stay hurt. You crazy?
Mm-mm. Yeah, I thought of that. I thought of the money that he left on the table. And I heard something today too. I was like, he's gonna, a
The,
couple of
the,
people like,
the, the money the
if
money gonna come back though. If he win a
yeah, it
chip in
will.
LA, the money gonna come back.
But will it make him super motivated to get his behind together to get underweight and get on that that
I
stairmaster?
mean, we don't say nothing about Jokic being overweight. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, the reality is European players, they play a different game that don't require them to be. I mean, he's never been a physical specimen. Even at 230, he wasn't a physical specimen. So we got a lot more athletic guys in the league. So what?
Mm,
The
mm.
Europeans play under the rim anyway. They ain't jumping. He ain't jumping. And he's
Yeah,
still he's still killing dudes.
yeah. I mean, he is. I can't dispute that. But if you're just tuning in and you're at home and you're just trying to figure out what the trade was, this is what happened with the trade was. Luka got traded for Anthony Davis, and this is what the trade was. The Lakers get Markieff Morris, Maxi Kebler. Mavericks get Maxi Christie, obviously, and Anthony Davis. They get the 29th first round pick, and the Utah Jazz, which nobody's talking about, they get Jalen Hood, and they get the LA Clippers second round pick that they already had that they get from them. And then Dallas gets the 25th second round draft pick in 2025 this year. So there's a
Hey, I
lot there.
like my favorite part of that trade is Markieff Morris, man. I like that guy. He makes the Lakers instantly tougher, you know, and them Morris boys, they'll fight.
Yeah, they definitely will. My man Stack is in the building. Stack, how you doing, sir? How everything, bro?
I'm good, fellas. Sorry about being late, but I'm glad to join y'all, brothers.
Yeah.
Don't nothing
Stack,
start till you get there, Stack. Don't nothing start till you get there.
Stack, what's your take on what was your instant reaction on the trade? Because I just told Rodney Perry my instant reaction to the trade was they, obviously Luka must have been really acting up behind the scenes, man, for them to give him away for almost nothing. You know what I mean? What's your instant reaction?
Okay, couple of things. Good trade, in my opinion.
For who?
Okay.
For who?
You ever be in a relationship with a girl and she's a great girl, but she's just not great for you? That's what's going on with Dallas. And I feel the same way with LA. Anthony Davis didn't want to take the reins and be the guy in LA. He didn't. And that's what LeBron wanted of him. If you look back to when they won in the bubble, LeBron was all about, I want to pass the torch. But AD's never really taken that. Whereas Luka is okay with being the guy, but Luka has never had a veteran. He never had a vet. You know how they talk about the old school NBA? Everybody used to get a vet.
Yeah.
LeBron is the perfect vet for Luka because Luka's main issue is conditioning. And nobody does that better than LeBron.
Yeah.
So I think that it was a great swap. I think Dallas is already relevant and deep. I think adding AD to go with Kyrie, they kind of unclogged the little logjam they had at the guard spot because even though Kyrie can play off the ball, he's literally one of the best point guards of all time. Why not just let him play point guard? LeBron, on the other hand, is also as good of a point guard as you're going to get, but LeBron doesn't have a problem playing power forward, unlike Luka. So now you can really take advantage of LeBron's versatility. And now you can fill LA's biggest problem, which was really a primary guard. So I think it's a great swap. I mean, I do think Dallas won in regard to who's better today, but I think both teams got their needs met. And I think the Max Christie is the most understated part of it. I think Christie is going to be a big big pickup down the line for Dallas because I think he's got tons of potential. He could be as good as Jimmy Butler one day, if you ask me.
Well, if you ask me, and I was talking to Rodney Perry about this over the weekend. If you ask me, I think the Dallas Mavericks go from 8th, 9th, whatever the position they are in right now, to like the second best team in the West. Honestly, Anthony Davis.
If AD stays healthy.
Yeah, if you stay, I'm saying if everybody.
That's the big ass if.
Yeah, but like I said to you, Roddy, I'm just assuming that everybody stays healthy. Let's say everybody stays healthy. If everybody stays healthy, the Mavericks right now, they could put Anthony Davis in the 4th spot, and they got some, the players that they had last year. They could literally could get back to the finals. I don't think anybody could trip them up. But Rodney Perry, question for you, because you like LeBron so much. I see you disagree. You like LeBron so much. Do you think that it's going to work with LeBron? You think it's going to work out with LeBron?
LeBron has taken 5 different teams to the playoffs, dude, to the championship. 4 different teams to the championship. Of course, he can play with Luka. He loves Luka. He said that 10 years ago. And so LeBron is a fan of Luka. And if, like Stack said, if anybody can help Luka find his way health-wise and getting and the way he take care of his body is the great LeBron James. And how about this? The dude is a bona fide leader of men. I like Luka in the Laker uniform. And now, if you're a Laker fan, you feel like the franchise is in good hands when LeBron decided to go home.
And Rodney, let me just throw this out there to you. The Lakers are trying to get JaVale McGee or Andre Drummond or Tristan Thompson or Robin Lopez right now. That's the four guys they're trying to get. You know what I mean? That's what everybody, the rumors are talking about right now.
I like JaVale McGee, man. I think he's really developed into a really decent, more than good player. He stay on Shaq and the fool though, and but he's been in the Laker uniform before, and I think he's probably the number 1 out of those guys you named.
Yeah. Stack, who makes the perfect center for them? Because nobody's talking about the fact that the Lakers are centerless. They don't have a center right now, and they got to get one by Thursday. So,
I'm talking. I got a guy. I'm about to bring him. He's a Laker fan and an Eagles fan. He lives in LA. I'm gonna try to get him on with us, but I need to look at who's left at center right now for the Lakers because I'm not sure. But I thought they got Max Kleber. Kleber is a serviceable big. Yeah. They have Jackson Hayes or Jackson Hayes, I think his name is. He's a 7-footer. He's serviceable as well. They could do center by committee right now. All you need is a bruiser nowadays. JaVale McGee. You could go get Dwight Howard off the street right now.
I ain't mad at Dwight Howard.
Yeah. So
but
he wants to be in that league. He's been asking them.
Rodney Perry, I got my Pelican brief for you, bro. You ready for my Pelican brief?
Oh God, go ahead.
Here's my Pelican brief. If the Lakers mess around and get Miles Turner from the Indiana Pacers,
oh my God,
you know what I'm saying? If they mess around because Indiana knows they can't re-sign him, they're having a hard time. He's in his contract year. If the Lakers mess around and get Miles Turner with LeBron James and Luka Doncic, I think that could be the thing right there, Rodney Perry. You like that? You like that one?
I mean, that ain't bad. That ain't no stretch. That's a fair call. I'm not mad at the young man. I've been watching him, man. He's a quality big man, and that youth, man. You can't beat the youth, man. Lakers get instantly younger with those guys, man. I like that.
Well, Miles Turner's aging though a little bit. I mean, no, is he?
Everybody's aging, Stack. Everybody's aging. That's not the fact.
I mean, I get it. I'm just saying.
He ain't young, but he's younger than 40.
Yeah. And Stack, let me just put it. I'm gonna throw it out there to you. Let me put it out to you.
He's serviceable, more than serviceable.
But the reason why I'm asking you, Stack, is because the Celtics been trying to get Miles Turner for the last 4 or 5 years. They've been trying. They've been in every kind of conversation. They get with Indiana.
We can't afford any. We can't afford it.
Right? We can't. And honestly, the Lakers can because the Lakers will be about to because they're getting ready to unload.
What you mean? What you mean? What that mean? We can't.
We as in the Celtics. Celtics can't. Celtics can't afford.
I mean, the Celtics is a good organization, but you ain't on the team. You ain't no. The hell you talking about?
Right, let me say the Celtics. The Celtics. All right, but I think honestly, the Lakers will be able to because they just got rid of the AD contract. You know what I mean? And they're getting ready to pay Luka's contract, and they got to figure that out. But there's still a lot of room left to do that. So, what you think about that, Stack? Do you think that's a possibility? Because I think it's a strong possibility that it can happen.
I don't know where the money's going to come from. What contracts are remaining? I wouldn't. The Lakers, see, it's kind of like the Lakers still have that first round pick. Damn, I'm sorry. I just want to know Miles Turner contract real.
Yeah, look it up.
They saying a big man might go to New Orleans as well.
He's making okay. He's on a $20 million a year. Oh, $30 million a year. Oh, yeah. Who's gonna go?
They could make it. Well, you got AD just left. They have two big contracts on there.
Yeah, but Luka's contracts.
But Luka's contract will really offset after the contract year, after this year right now, because this year right now Dallas is still paying him. You know what I mean? So obviously, when the team has the trades, they don't pick up the trade until after the season. You know what I mean? So that's how I'm thinking it's going to go. So right now, like I'm saying, basically the Lakers can try to afford him. That's why I threw it out to you.
So who won the deal? Who won that deal? Everybody I've seen on the internet is saying that the Lakers won.
Well, no.
I think the Lakers got what they wanted and Dallas got what they wanted.
Yeah, they both.
At the end of the day, I don't want to overcommit to a star who's not committed to himself, first of all. And it's a lot harder to put pressure on that star when you're in a city like Dallas versus a city. And no disrespect to Dallas. I think Dallas is a great city. But the LA lights is different. Okay? And like I said, Luka never had a vet in the NBA. Right. So LeBron can literally groom him like, hey, man, all you got to do is get the conditioning together. That's it.
Right.
And LeBron can be like, look, man, I lost in the finals too. I had to make adjustments too. I'm going to show you. And I think Luka is coachable. He's been a pro since he was 14. That's the good thing about the overseas guys. I think both teams got exactly what they needed out of this trade. I just feel like as far as who's better today, it is Dallas.
All right, so Rodney Perry, my thought to you now is, let's just suppose LeBron James is not happy. I think somebody joined. That's
my guy. That's my guy, DJ Finesse, calling in from Los Angeles.
Okay, I'm gonna put him in a second. DJ Finesse, I'm gonna put you in a second. Rodney Perry, let me ask you this, man. What if LeBron James is not happy? We got to Thursday and he requests a trade. If he does, and he decides he wants to do that, because it's a possibility, because right now the Lakers made some noise by just saying one big thing. You ain't the number one thing you ain't number one right now. Number one guy right now is Luka. He's the future. You know what I mean? So if LeBron requests a trade, which he possibly can, where would you like to see LeBron go?
LeBron ain't going nowhere, Frank. Why would you bring that?
LeBron's not going
anywhere. This is the Pelican brief. LeBron James leave the Lakers, leave his son, his baby boy over there by himself. No thanks, Frank. No thanks, Frank.
Okay.
LeBron ain't going nowhere. LeBron loves the organization, and the scuttlebutt is that LeBron act like he didn't know, but ain't no way he didn't know. He is their lightweight de facto GM over there. So yeah, LeBron ain't going nowhere.
So
what's up, DJ?
So DJ is in the building. DJ, Dorian. I'm gonna let you jump in here on this, man, because right now I'm throwing out a potential hypothetical, which could be a realistic thing. Because what Roddy seems to be overlooking, and Stack seems to be overlooking, is LeBron could get traded tomorrow.
He ain't going nowhere, man.
He has a no trade clause.
He's not going anywhere. For what? Go somewhere. Where? Where
will
LeBron go? Where?
LeBron will come do box seats before you go to another team.
Where would he go? Where would he go? And he got Bronny right there, so anywhere he go, Bronny got to go.
I was trying to throw this out there to lead to you guys to this hypothetical. You know me and my Pelican brief. Sometimes
we don't do that here in LA, though. We don't do that. We don't do that.
Okay. You want to have the last word on that?
We don't do that here. We keep it real. That's for like Clipper fans. That's what Clipper fans do.
How about that?
Hypotheticals. That's what they do. We don't do that. We got
Before
17.
I answer your question, Frank, I want you to let you know that D is a lifelong Laker fan and Eagles fan. So it's great to have him here today so he can talk his talk.
Yeah.
But I will say there's absolutely no way LeBron demands a trade or accepts one. So that's a done deal. If he was to go to another team, though, personally, if I was LeBron, I'd go back to Cleveland because they're already damn near
They
right
don't
there.
want him either, though.
No
They don't
brainer.
want him.
There's no,
They
yeah.
ain't trying to make him mess up what they got going
That's
on.
what I was basically. Thank you.
And
for
if
that.
he,
That's what I was
and to
trying
be
to
honest
lead
with you, if he want to leave, he could go too, though. Because this is the Lakers. This ain't about LeBron. We the Lakers.
Yeah.
Hey.
The brand is
They're
bigger.
talking about him maybe ending up in Golden State.
He
Maybe.
could go there if he want. We don't. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't going nowhere.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna give you the floor. Let me bring it back to Rodney Perry. Rodney Perry, since nobody wanted to throw that out there, let me just throw it because I've been hearing it all day. And the crazy thing about it is some of the things made sense. You know, I don't see it, and I'm gonna be completely honest. I just threw it out there to see what y'all would say. I don't see it. But the talk today on a lot of these talk shows is LeBron could request to go to Golden State. LeBron could request to go to Houston, New York Knicks, or who else was it? San Antonio. You know what I mean? Those are the 4 teams that they threw out there. And I was like, you know, Houston would be a great fit for him because obviously them boys are close. Those boys are this close. Let's be honest. The boys are this close. But like Stack said, Cleveland is the one. Cleveland's ripping in the league. They got the best record. He's from Cleveland. That would make the most sense. So I'll leave you with that, Rodney. You know, if it was to happen, I don't see it happening. Let me just say that again. I don't see it happening. But if it was to happen, where would you see it happening at? Where would you see him going?
I mean, Cleveland is a viable option for him always because that's the crib. But he's probably, if anywhere, he wants to play with Steph Curry. But LeBron is not about to leave no Luka Doncic in LA by himself. He's not gonna do it.
Right.
He's not that guy.
Right. I 100% agree with you. So DJ, since you're the Lakers fan in the place right now, what would you like to see? Who would you like to see join LeBron right now? Because the Lakers got to make a trade for the center. They got to get a center. You know what I mean?
We don't got that many options. Our trade piece right now is Rui. Hachimura is our trade.
Which I think, which I want y'all to keep.
Hold on, Stack. Hold on, Stack. Let me finish.
I want Roy. Roy, he wishy-washy. Come on, man. If you watch all the Laker games, he show up for one game, disappear for like 4. What is he good at? We don't even know what he's good at. You know what I'm saying?
So does Miles Turner make the most sense to you? Because everybody knows Miles Turner's getting dangled by the Indiana Pacers right now. You know, and he's a beast for the Pacers. You know what I mean? Like he, you know, if he gets on the right team, you know, he could change.
Yes, I think it's more like we might pick up somebody like on a what you call it after the trade
buyout clause,
something like that. But I was thinking like maybe Clint Capella or something like that. But there's nobody really available that's gonna just break the needle. To be honest with you, Miles Turner, but to bring him with LeBron and Luka, I don't think. As long as we get somebody in the middle that can hold down the middle, I feel like this year we got a little chance if Luka go crazy in the playoffs or something like that. If not, we kind of just building for the future. But hey, you never know. That's the way I look at it.
My wife is watching it. She said, "Bring back Dwight Howard."
Nah. He hasn't been in the league for like 4 years. Like,
I think Dwight, for one, he's in shape. He's begging to be back in the league. He's begging to be.
He look like he's in shape. He may not be.
What I would like to see is they figure out a way to get Bobby Portis in LA, and you give him a center like Dwight. I think that, or even Miles Turner. I think that'll work. I think that would be. I think Bobby Portis, the hustle that he brings, would complement everything that Luka and LeBron bring to the game. But that's just me.
Yeah, I don't know if
and I'm not a Laker fan.
Yeah,
and Dorian knows. So
listen, I'm a diehard Celtics fan, so you know, I don't know what they're doing right now. I'm still trying to figure it out. But I think, Rodney, I'm gonna ask you this, man. I think definitely the Lakers are not done. I don't care what nobody says. I think the Lakers are trying to figure it out. I think the Lakers got something else up their sleeve. But how do the Lakers make it make sense to the fans who are sitting at home right now and are upset that Anthony, because there's a lot of Lakers fans right now who are upset that Anthony Davis is gone. You know what I mean? Some of them are offset, happy that they got.
I don't think so.
You don't think? Okay. Well, Rodney's a Lakers fan too.
I'm telling you that.
Okay. Hold on, D. Go, Rodney. How are you sitting there feeling with that?
Look, man. I mean, probably half of the time he's been in the Laker uniform, he's been injured. Man, the real deal Laker fans are like, you know, Laker fans live and die with the organization. and the organization been taking care of them since Magic Johnson, and so you trust the organization. They're gonna do the right thing. They're gonna take care of the Laker faithful, and I'm not mad. We wanted AD to take the reins. He didn't want it
Mm-hmm.
for years. He didn't want it. He didn't want to be number one guy, and so now you got a guy that's willing to be number one. You like Luka. I don't care. Luka gained 50 more pounds, as far as I'm concerned.
I don't know about that. You don't want
Yeah.
320.
And
Stack,
I would get
liked
Luka.
Luka.
I'll get Luka a beer IV on the sideline.
Stack, does the ownership doing this right now by keeping it quiet? Does the ownership now get to step up on the players? Because the players been running the league for the last 10 years. Does this like shift the momentum now for the ownership? Because with the Jimmy Butler situation going on, and
I do agree with that. That was a thought that I had earlier today. I was like, just watching how this trade deadline is panning out is definitely the GMs are kind of taking their power back. And I think this Luka trade really signified that, because the team was kind of like, yeah, you're Luka, but we are the Mavericks. This is what we need out of our star player, and you're not doing it. So move along. And I definitely agree with that. You know, Jimmy ain't Luka though. So the Luka situation really is what really just showed that, like, these teams are kind of taking back their power, and I like it personally.
DJ, what's your thoughts on this, man? You think the players lost a couple of steps with the momentum of moving forward with this because of what's happening now with Luka? Is the biggest star, the biggest trade. I don't care what nobody says. I think that's one of the biggest trades ever to happen in the history of the NBA. You know what I mean? Almost hands down. Do you think the players now lost a step or two, you know, in the momentum of this, or and the owners take their momentum back, or what's your thoughts on this?
For one trade, it just changed everything? Nah.
No, I'm asking you.
I don't think so. I doubt that. No way. Not for one trade. Because tomorrow we're going to hear some other trades that you're going to be like, dang, that's messed up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or you're going to hear KD going to want to get out of the Phoenix, and he's going to probably end up in Golden State before Thursday. Who knows?
They called
Something's
about
gonna
it.
happen big. Remember, I told you something's going to happen big before Thursday other than this right here.
Now, let me just I'm going to throw a monkey curve in this right here, right now. Rodney Perry, what's happening is, what I don't like what's happening is, and nobody's talking about, is last Thursday and Friday, there was some big news that happened, and it got overshadowed by the Luka news. And if y'all didn't hear this news, here it is. Terry Rozier officially was being investigated by the NBA for betting patterns in 2023 when he was with the Hornets. Terry Rozier was not charged, but there's an FBI federal investigation, and this news was released on Friday, and the big, obviously, news happened on Saturday, and we don't hear about this Terry Rozier investigation. We don't hear about the feds diving in. We don't hear about none of that at all. What's your thoughts on that, Rodney Perry?
Hey, the thing about feds, man, they always get their man. If the feds, if it's even public that the feds are involved, it's a bad day for whoever the center of that investigation is. You know, I hope Terry Rozier wasn't. They still mad at Pete Rose. He ain't even do shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big no in sports. Even though we're seeing that the advent of sports betting and taking that to another level, but yeah, that's gonna be a bad deal for Terry Rozier when you get the feds involved, man. Stay out of the newspaper, dog.
I'm trying to tell you, Stack, what's your thoughts on the timing of this? Because I think the timing of the news hitting for Terry Rozier, and then literally Saturday, the news happens of, obviously, the big Luka trade happens. The timing of this is kind of suspect, if you ask me.
I don't think the timing is suspect. I think the feds was just ready to do what they're going to do. This is the thing. First of all, sending mad love and support to Terry Rozier. You know, obviously he was drafted by the Celtics, one of my favorite Celtics of that grimy, gritty team that went.
They should have never traded. They should have never traded.
You know, you should have never traded him for Kemba because he's better than Kemba even then. But I was on Prize Picks a couple months ago, and I was betting with Terry Rozier, and I was like, something's not right. So it's interesting that this will happen. But I do know for a fact the feds don't really go public until they've already built the case. The feds aren't the type to see one thing and then they're going to bark. No, the feds are going to be like, oh, you did one thing? Okay, now they're going to follow you and watch you do it several times. They're going to get other people They're building
if it's public, it's already a bad deal.
Right. Yeah, the cases, they already have their case prepared for Terry Rozier at this point. Terry's just finding out. So he's cooked, and then it's Terry Rozier, bro. I mean, as much as we love him as Celtics fans, it's Terry Rozier, bro.
DJ, I just got something.
He don't even start in Miami.
I just got something that's flashed across my phone, DJ, that you're gonna probably love. The Pelicans are looking and shopping. Word is that rumor buzz is they're shopping Zion. So
that's definitely true.
Yeah, that's interesting because 3 teams are looking at him, and one is your team. One is your, huh?
2 fat boys in LA.
You can't have 2 fat boys. You can't have 2 fat boys.
We don't want him. We don't got enough restaurants for them too.
Fat boys break up.
You see what I'm saying? We ain't got enough of those. But I can tell you this: we don't even have the assets. They're gonna want everybody. They're gonna want Connect. They're gonna want Austin Reeves. The salary cap. The salaries don't match up. He going somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I'm asking you though, bro.
I would like to see him go to the Knicks.
Hold on, Rodney Perry. The reason why I'm asking you as a Lakers fan, the Lakers is the #1 team that look like that he in talks with to get at because the Lakers want to pair him up with LeBron and Luka. So that's what I'm reading right here.
He not a 5, is he?
No. Hold on, Rodney. I'm gonna get to you. As the biggest Laker fan this side of the Mississippi, DJ, talk to me, bro.
No, we don't want him, man. We just got rid of AD. That we pray every day to stay on the court. And we want Zion? Nah, no way. Good. We'll pass.
I'm throwing it out there, Rodney Perry. What's your thoughts on this, man? Because Zion look like he's on the trading block, bro. Look like it's happening.
Zion need to go to McDonald's and get a deal, man.
Juicy crab.
Zion is somewhere eating right now. Him and that little porn star girl with the big extra big booty. He been messing with her, and Zion is a little too problematic for the Lakers right now, in my opinion.
What's your thoughts on this stat about Zion?
Man, this is hogwash. Look, the NBA news cycle, I feel like they be reaching sometimes, right? And I know it's a straight deadline, but dude, Zion's not going anywhere.
Really? Anywhere. I think he's gonna get traded.
I'll put it this way: if he does, Pelicans aren't gonna get what they think he's worth at this point. Okay, so that's why I'm like, I don't think LA really wants him. What's the other team? The Knicks. What are they gonna do? They got Karl Anthony Towns. What's the other team you named?
I got to dive into it right now.
Like I said, let's think about what teams really could benefit from Zion. He was supposed to be a transitional talent, right? He's supposed to be one of the leaders of the league right now, and the dude can't stay in shape. This is Luka all over again. The only difference is he didn't even put in no work before he blew.
He's not as good as Luka, yeah.
He's good. I mean, he ain't Robert Tractor Trailer just yet. I don't know if y'all remember who that is. Yeah. But he's definitely given. It's like the NFL, the NBA equivalent of Jamarcus Russell in the NFL. That's what I feel like is going on right now.
He's like a bootleg. He's like a bootleg Charles Barkley at his prime.
Yeah, he definitely is.
I'll take that.
So let me throw this out there to you also, Rodney Perry. News came out over the weekend too that the NBA commissioner wants to shave 2 minutes from the game on each quarter, so the NBA can have 10-minute quarters instead, and basically have a 40-minute game instead of a 48-minute game. And the NBA commissioner is the one who floated this thought process out here because he's thinking about that process. How do you like that of the games getting shorter right now? 40 from 48 to 40. How you like that?
I mean, maybe that affects load management. You know, in the grand scheme of things, it's taking people off the court 8 minutes sooner per game. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the idea of shortening the game. I think the game will get more exciting, and I think it'll happen and we won't even notice it.
Yeah, I don't think we'll notice it, but the record books will notice it, right? Right, Keith Stack?
Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking about, was like, dang, like it would impact people's legacies, like, because the minutes played is going to be different than, but that's just how sports are. The 3-point line used to be closer, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature, but I don't think they should do it personally. I think it's stupid.
DJ, what's your thoughts, man?
Man, I think it's just going to happen, just like he said. I don't think people are even respect the record books no more. I think it is what it is at this point, and I think it's just a business thing because they play 10 minutes all over the world. They play 10 minutes in Europe. NBA want to they want to have a teams overseas sooner than later, in the next 15 years. They're gonna have teams, the England Ballers against the New York Knicks. They're gonna have that. They all play 10 minutes, so they got to get them in line. They're gonna do it slowly but surely. It's all money, man. It's gonna go to 10 minutes. That's for sure. It's going to. They're not gonna bring it up if it's not gonna happen. And they do.
Hey, I tried to give my lady 12 minutes last night, and I did. I did my best.
Only one quarter.
Hey, a hot one quarter effective.
All right.
Okay.
All right, man. As long as you wasn't looking like Zion up in there.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm worse than Zion. I did my 12 minutes while eating a Big Mac.
All right, there.
Now, I want to come back to the NBA trades because, De'Aaron Fox got traded to San Antonio. I'm going to come back to that, but I want to make sure I get this other news story in first, man. And I'm sure you guys saw it. Baltimore Ravens kicker Justin Tucker got accused of inappropriate behavior with 6 massage therapists, which now got bumped up to another 3. So it's 9 total. And my thought process about bringing this thing up is the crazy thing about this is, like, it's not everywhere like it was when it was Deshaun Watson. When it was Deshaun Watson, it was leading the news cycle. It was all over the news. It was everywhere that you could put it in. So is that because Deshaun Watson is the quarterback, or is it because Deshaun Watson is black and Jason Tucker is white? Is it a black-white issue? Is it a kicker quarterback issue? Or what the hell's going on? Or is it because the news came out during Super Bowl week? I don't know. I mean, what's your thought process in this, Rodney Perry?
I mean, I'm always looking for the banana in the tailpipe. The white man do get some privilege in America, but I mean, I don't know if y'all ever got a massage, man. Ain't nothing like the happy ending.
Hey.
All righty, back to it. Stack, what you think of this, man? 9 massage therapists came in, and they said there was a lot. Here's the crazy thing about it. If you read the thing, it's a lot more explicit about what he was saying, and they literally were saying that they want him to touch his his genitals and everything.
We get it.
He was really, but here's the reason. The only reason why I bring it up is because it was a lot more descriptive than what the Deshaun Watson situation was. You know what I mean? And the Deshaun Watson situation led the news cycle for days, and you could turn on the news right now and nobody's talking about it.
But you can clearly see that they had a vendetta against Deshaun Watson. You remember those times that the owner over there in Houston was really spearheading that.
Exactly. The Houston owner was involved. He lived in the same neighborhood as the attorney that was representing those women, those massage therapists.
It was a lot.
I would say it's a little bit of everything you said. I'm gonna agree with the race card, even though I really don't think that's really even 10% of the issue. You're talking about big time $500 million type QB and a kicker. Like you're not gonna get the same. Even Harrison Butker or whoever, like nobody. They're not the same. Deshaun Watson is not the same.
He's a great kicker though. Tucker's a great kicker.
I get that, but like, did he win a national title like Deshaun Watson over at Clemson? He was at.
Right.
Like, did he win a Heisman too?
Okay, so you think it's a key QB
he
kicker?
Was one of the best QBs in the league for like a year or two. Like that's way like Justin Tucker, bro. Like so. I mean, I'm not saying so. And
you definitely
my
said so.
sensitivity goes out to the victims. But also with
why you had to quote the victims? Why you quote the victims?
You know why I quoted him? Because I've gotten several massages, okay, over the years.
There we go. Come on, Stack.
And what I'm gonna say is, you don't have any like defense. Like if it's not recorded. If you're in a private area, they could say anything about you. Like I used to date a massage therapist. She literally told me, don't ever go to another massage therapist other than her. And to this day, I still go to her, because it's just like you can put yourself in a real funny predicament with these women. And then especially if they're being motivated to come after you. Now, I don't think Justin Tucker really has that. Nobody really has any incentive to go after him. So I just think he's just a perv, but I don't think he's any
perv.
I don't think he's any worse than the rest of us.
My man Jason, who's in this chat, said that Jason Tucker is the greatest kicker in NFL history statistically. What's your thoughts on this? Is it because it's a QB kicker thing?
Nobody know who the hell Justin Tucker is but us. If it was Josh Allen,
right?
Then we could compare it with homeboy. But it's Justin Tucker. Like nobody really cares, even though we should care in society because it is. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be disrespecting women like that if it's true. Because people be trying to get that money, It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. And dude didn't kick that good this year. This is like his worst year. So
definitely his
maybe
worst
he
year in
knew
many
it was
years.
coming. I don't know. I'm just saying. But I mean, it's all because he's a nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's a nobody. It's just
He's a
paper
nobody.
news. If it was Josh Allen or Tom Brady or somebody, it would be top news. Most
If it
definitely.
was
Well, you know what? I think I like that, Darian. I like that because Dorian. I'm sorry. I like that because you speak to the fact that great looking guys don't nobody ever report them.
Mm-hmm.
They are horrible people too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's say Justin is a horrible guy, and if you've seen Justin Tucker, he's really peculiar looking. And I'm telling you, when you're a funny looking guy, people do tell on your ass.
You know, I don't even know how he looked. I just know his helmet. That's the thing with football players, man. I don't know how high most of these dudes look. If they walk past me in the street, if it ain't an Eagle, somebody on the Eagles, you know the Eagles that's in the Super Bowl this weekend. That's what I'm talking about. If it was a Eagle, then I would know him. Other than that, I don't know nobody, man.
Okay, all right. So, Roddy, I'm gonna give you the floor, man. I'm gonna throw this out there. Let's switch topics. Here we go. There's the All-Star released their names of who's gonna make the All-Star game. There've been some huge All-Star snubs. One of the All-Star snubs that stand out to me is Kyrie Irving did not get an All-Star pick, along with Melo Ball, Devin Booker, Tyrese Maxey, Sabonis from Sacramento Kings, Norman Powell. But the biggest name to me is Kyrie Irving, especially what's going on now. What's your thoughts on the All-Star snub of Kyrie Irving?
I mean, they still making Tyree pay for his stance during COVID, man. And I think he's redeemed himself, and it's time for the league to take him back in the fold. I think the guy is cold. Nobody handles the ball better than the Kyrie Irving in the league right now, and it's time for him to outlive that whole thing with COVID. I think that's his big issue right now, and they're still making him pay for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's your thought on this stat? Because Kyrie now is in the drivers. He got to be the happiest player in Dallas Mavericks right now.
Kyrie got what he finally been asking for since he left Cleveland was his own team. But I don't think Kyrie cares about the All-Star snub. And who got picked over him? Let me see here. Hey, Gilgeous and Curry. Okay, yeah, I can live with that. I mean, what do you want me to do? He's gonna be a reserve, and life's gonna go on.
DJ, what's your thoughts on Kyrie Irving getting snubbed along with a couple of people, man? What's your thoughts on that?
I don't think Kyrie got snubbed. That's me personally. For who? If you take out, who you gonna take out for Kyrie?
Well, he did get snubbed.
The only person I could think of is the little dude from OKC, maybe. But other than that, who are you gonna take out for Kyrie? I think Tyrese Maxey got snubbed.
Yeah, him and Trae Young.
Yeah.
I think he got snubbed. He should have got in there before Darius Garland for sure. He carrying Philly. If I'm Philly, I'm trying to trade Paul George and Embiid right now.
Wait, Garland's on the All-Star team?
I said that a year ago. I said y'all need to trade Embiid. I said that at the same time when I said y'all need to trade Luka. I said the same thing. I said trade Luka.
I'm praying. If I'm a Philly fan, I'm praying that Embiid come back balling, and I'm gonna trade him. I hope he end the season balling. So it's like, okay, good. Who won him? I'm giving him up ASAP. Tyrese Maxey is the business.
Garland got more votes than Maxey?
Yeah, sure did.
He in there.
Yeah, he sure did. All right, let me move. I got to keep this thing moving on. Let me see where am I at? All right, so right now, Rodney Perry, De'Aaron Fox got traded to San Antonio Spurs, and Chicago Bulls picked up Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine went to the Kings.
Zach LaVine got out of there, yeah.
Yeah, we got to the Kings and everything else. Are you liking the way San Antonio Spurs right now? Because they got Chris Paul. They obviously got Wembanyama, and now they got De'Aaron Fox right now. So I'm thinking that they might be trying to mix some stuff up, make some stuff happen, and make maybe one more possible trade. But they definitely can make a run too. And everybody seems to be overlooking San Antonio. Popovich team. What's your thoughts on that, man?
I mean, I like San Antonio, man. I think they look great. I like the addition of De'Aaron Fox or whatever. I'm not no big fan of the kid, man. I think they could have done better, but he's a superstar. He's an all-star. So at the end of the day, it remains to be seen his impact on this team. But I think going to play for Popovich can't do nothing but help him.
Mm-hmm. So now Stack, you and I both know when it comes to a great coach, great coaches get a lot of stuff out of your team. Are you liking the way San Antonio's looking right about now?
Yeah. Minimal expectations, stockpiling star talent, and veterans that are going to help develop your team. The Spurs they're right on track. This was incredible, an incredible move for them. You put in De'Aaron Fox with um, Wemby, who's going to own the league at some point, in my opinion. You still got Chris Paul there to kind of help De'Aaron maybe transition into uh, more like it'll be like another veteran presence for De'Aaron to kind of take his game to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a great trade for San Antonio. Like, who's mad at that? What did Sacramento get?
Sacramento.
Zach LaVine.
Yeah, Zach LaVine. They got Zach.
From the Bulls. Okay.
For the Bulls.
Yeah.
That's redundant.
So the Bulls
DeRozan.
are it's the same team in Sacramento again because they had
exactly. Yeah.
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? Well, first of all, let me get to Sacramento. They have never been the same since 2001, 2002 when the Lakers they never been the same. Shaq and Kobe just dismantled that team. It's still lingering.
Cheated and won. Cheated. Huh? You gotta say cheated and won because it's a fact that they had help from the NBA referee who admitted on 60 Minutes that he did not make the call that he should have made, and the Sacramento Kings didn't win Game 7.
Oh, you wanted them, huh?
One of them.
I'm only going by what he said. I'm not making it. I'm going by what he said. He said that in the NBA 60 Minutes, and he was the ref for Game 7. He said, "Just saying." I'm just saying that. So
that was our fault. It was 7 games, not 1.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. Anyways, that's that. They ain't never been the same. And when you come to San Antonio now, San Antonio's gonna they got a squad.
Yep.
One thing they got to do is get rid of Chris Paul because we all know he bad lucky.
That's coming. That's coming.
Okay, but they got a good. They remind me of like OKC now. They got a young 3 core right there. They got Fox, Wemby, and they got a kid named Castle. He gonna be a baller.
Yeah, I like Castle.
Castle gonna be a baller in the league.
I think Wemby need to figure out how to be a dog though. Like Wemby, like he ain't tough enough for me. Like I like the guy,
threes, man.
Yeah, I mean he's part of this new big man thing, but the guy is crazy tall. He need to put on about 25 pounds, and he need to get a dog. He need to start fighting people in the front yard.
Giannis when he was Wemby's age. Giannis was a twig back then.
But Giannis had to put that weight on him though.
San Antonio though.
Yeah, and he will. I think Wemby will though.
All right, so let me switch gears because DJ's in this, and he's an Eagles fan. Big news broke today. Myles Garrett, Rodney Perry. Myles Garrett requested a trade. If you all recall, last week on Box Seats, I said he would. Guess what? He did. He requested a trade, and the reason why I bring it up, and D's in the building, is because one of the teams that's being circled that he wants to go to, that it's been put out there not even an hour ago, is the Philadelphia Eagles. So it would be really scary. I'm just saying it right now, Rodney Perry. It'd be really scary if Myles Garrett ends up in one of 3 places. If he lands up in Buffalo, Baltimore, or Philadelphia, that'd be pretty. And let's add Detroit up in there too. You know what I mean? All 4 of those teams got some good defense, but the Eagles, it would be pristine. I think. What you think, Rodney Perry? Myles Garrett from the Cleveland Browns, Defensive Player of the Year for the last 2-3 years.
I mean, the guy is a real deal superstar. Myles Garrett, he's a great pass rusher. Any team would be glad to get him. Whether it's the Eagles or Baltimore. I think Baltimore probably needs him more. I think their defense could stand a guy like Myles Garrett more than any other team. But I mean, we see the Eagles being a great team on the defense side of the ball. So I think I would like to see him in a Baltimore jersey. But if he go to the Eagles, I wouldn't be mad at that at all.
Hey, I couldn't be mad at it either. So, Stack, what's your thought process, man? The 4 teams I mentioned, man, like he's going to be a disruptive, and if he lands on the Eagles, whew.
I hope he don't go to none of them teams. Honestly, I'm just being honest, especially not the Eagles. And I'll be put me on the record. I'm actually rooting for Philly this coming Sunday. And Dorian understands our history.
Are you betting against Patrick Mahomes though?
Betting? No, I'm not betting on this game first of all, at all, because the referees. You know what I mean? I'm not betting against the referees,
Okay.
so I'm not gonna do that. But I wouldn't want to see Myles Garrett in Philly. No.
All right.
You wanted them, huh?
Sorry, I'm putting you on the spot, bro. I know you wanted him on the Eagles. I already know that. It makes sense for you and everything else.
Nah, we don't want him.
What? You don't want Myles Garrett?
No, we don't. What we need him for? We can't take everybody now. Come on now. We gotta pay. We got a young squad on defense. We're gonna have people to pay. He gonna take up a lot of our salary cap. We good. Our line, our D line is straight. All young bucks. I see you. You know what I'm saying with the Alabama hat on. We got all young. We got a young, crazy defense. We don't need nobody to come in and take the money that we could give other people. Myles Garrett is great and all, but I could see him going to either the Rams or Baltimore. That is it. We don't need that.
Trade him to the entire South Side for Roddy Perry's Bears.
I like the Rams.
The Rams.
I don't know if they would trade him into the same.
Oh, we'll take him. We'll take him. We'll take him. They can have all the games of disciples. We'll take him.
Nah.
I know y'all.
I'll take him if he come on a budget, but like for a big contract, nah, we don't want to put too much money into somebody just to be rushing the quarterback.
Oh, you're gonna have to pay him. You definitely gonna have to pay him.
Yeah, we got enough.
AD,
Philly is
going
cool.
into the Super Bowl, man.
Say it again. Right.
AD, Dorian, going into the Super Bowl, man. Are you doing that dance, man?
Man, I'm not doing nothing because the last time I was doing stuff in Vegas when we was up at halftime, I ended up looking the fool like 2 years ago. So right now I'm just keeping it calm and collective. I'm calm. I'm chilling because we gotta beat them. We gotta beat the refs. We gotta beat Taylor Swift. We gotta beat everybody. You get what I'm saying?
Taylor Swift.
NFL.
Hey.
You guys just don't understand.
He ain't lying.
They want them to win this so bad. It's up to us. We doing it for us and you guys.
Yeah.
Dorian.
You know what I'm saying?
Dorian. If y'all run the ball, y'all should be good. If y'all run that ball with Saquon Barkley, I don't think Kansas City can stop the run. And if y'all run that ball, it's a wrap. First
I totally
quarter.
agree. Our line is crazy, and we got Saquon and Jalen playing scared, which is a good thing, I guess, because he don't want to make any mistakes. So I just don't want to keep the game too close because Mahomes, when he got it close, man.
If it's close. But
if you running the ball, you can control the clock.
You control the clock. Dorian, y'all got to.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is like I'm not trying to get him the ball down with them down 3 with 4 minutes to go. I don't want to do that.
You don't want them to be down 6.
Y'all got Volkswagens on the offensive line, Volkswagen Bugs on the offensive line. Y'all will be all right.
We gonna be okay, and our defense is good, so we'll see. Right. We'll see.
Well, anyway, y'all, I'm getting ready to wrap up another show of Box Seats. Rodney Perry is the comedian here on tap right now. Rodney Perry, tell us what's going on this weekend, man, and thank you for letting us know about this past weekend. That was dope.
Oh, I'm in Atlanta this weekend, Atlanta Comedy Corner. I'm excited about this weekend right here in the ATL. Shouted. It's gonna be a great weekend. Looking to sell out these shows, make some of these bonuses. We need the money over here in the Perry House.
Dorian, thank you, man, for joining the show, man. You're a DJ. You
I try to DJ a little bit. Trying to be like Stat.
Tell us how we can follow you, bro.
You could just follow me on. I changed my name. I should have left it how it was. Just FYNESS on Instagram. That's all I be on. I don't be TikToking.
I hear you, bro. Stack.
Hey, Dorian, you got to get on that talk, baby. Get on that talk, D.
I know, man.
Hey, Dorian, last question.
Man. Now that you said it, I'm gonna go on in there. I'm gonna start up my TikTok, man.
For sure, man.
Right.
Hey, and there's a lot of DJs over there. But Dorian, how about this, dog? What a cheesesteak in Philly?
I couldn't hear you. Kind of broke up.
You went out, Rodney.
What the best cheesesteak in Philly?
Oh man, I don't know. I haven't been to Philly in like 10 years.
Okay.
So I'm in LA. I'm not from Philly. I'm just a Philly fan because when I grew up, we didn't have a team here, and I went with Randall Cunningham, black quarterback.
Okay.
And I've been a Philly fan ever
We
since.
respect it. I respect
that. Stack, holla at me. Tell me everybody how we can follow you, bro.
Y'all can follow me right there at Stacking Nova pretty much anywhere you look, except TikTok. I don't remember what my TikTok is, but I don't be on there. But Rodney might have to baptize me in the waters of TikTok. But other than that, y'all can catch me in the A this weekend. I'm at a club called Bomb Bomb on Sunday doing a Super Bowl party. Come pull up on me. Dorian might even pull up.
Okay, so shout out to my producers behind the scenes, Kev, who doesn't like to be on camera. Let me bring in White Chocolate. White Chocolate, did I miss anything this week?
White Chocolate Hope?
I can't say if you missed anything this week.
Just
All I
popped up
can
out of
say
nowhere.
is I don't know how it is anywhere else in the country, but I can tell you in the Boston, New England area, Rodney, we're part of the team. You know why? Because they make us suffer. We suffer when they lose. We celebrate when they win. Okay? So when the Patriots sucked in the 90s, we sucked. When they won the Super Bowl, we won the Super Bowl. And now, like the guy on the water boy, we're 4-13 and we suck again.
Sorry for you.
He said that. He said it right.
It
All
is
right,
we.
so
it's we.
out of here.
It is we.
The name of the show is called Box Seats. We're on Monday through Friday, 5 to 6 p.m. I was waiting for my boy Joey Wells to join. He's probably joining tomorrow. Shout out to Joey Wells, because Joey Wells is a huge he's a huge, what is he? He's a
diehard Raider fan.
Yeah, huge Raider fan, huge Laker hater. So I wanted to see if he was going to shout. That would be huge.
Oh, that would have been
fun.
I'm
trying to get Sidney Castillo up in here too, because he's a Dallas Mavericks fan too. So I got to reach out to him too. So thank you all for joining the show. Thank you all. Thanks to Jason for commenting, Renee for commenting, Wifey for commenting, Stephanie for commenting from YouTube, Michelle, a couple people who I can see. Thank you all for commenting. I appreciate you all. Box Seats is back on tomorrow. So y'all, thank y'all. Peace.